Hello students. So today I am going to talk about the data for FDI or foreign direct investment. So in this video we'll focus on the status of FDI that India received from April 2000 to September 2024. So this is the latest data which I am going to tell you for your prelims exam. So that is from April 2000 to September 2024. So if you see that during this period we received FDI worth $1 trillion. So this is the amount of FDI that we received in the last 24 years. So if in exam they ask you a question that we have received FDI more than $10 trillion in last 5 year, 10 year, 20 years. So you have to say no, because in last 24 years we have received FDI $1 trillion only. Clear? So this is the amount of FDI that we have received in last 24 years. So please update this information in your notes. Next, if you see, now in this video I am going to talk about three things. Number one, the source, or you can say the country from which India received maximum FDI. So this is the first thing that I am going to talk about. Number two, state oblique you can say UT which received maximum FDI. So this is also I am going to talk about. Next, if you see the third thing which I am going to talk about, the sector which received maximum FDI. So these are the three things which I am going to talk about in this video. So please update this information both for your prelims and mains. So this is the latest information with respect to status of FDI. Now, if I talk about source or the country from where we receive maximum FDI, so most of you may be confused between USA, Singapore or Singapore, USA. So ultimately, if I see the data from April 2000 till September 2024, that is of this 24 years, the maximum FDI that we have received is from Mauritius. So that is 25% of $1 trillion. So you can see this is the country from where we have received the maximum FDI. So I hope my class student know whenever I use the word Mauritius. So ultimately whatever comes in your mind, so please tell me in comment section after seeing this, the name of this country. Second is Singapore. Now from Singapore we have 24% of this $1 trillion FDI. So you can see from these two countries only we are receiving around 49% of FDI, or you can say almost 50%. Now third is USA. Now from USA we are receiving 10%. Fourth is Netherlands. From Netherlands we are receiving, you can say 7% FDI. And the last is Japan. From the Japan we are receiving around 6% FDI. So this is the stats for FDI. So if you see, if I sum total it, so it will be around, I think around 72%. So 72% of $1 trillion FDI is coming from these 5 countries. So in a world we have around 195 countries and we are receiving 72% FDI from these 5 countries only. So it means rest 28% is coming from rest of the 190 countries. So ultimately this year our government, or you can say our government, has given one target that we have to make some efforts that we have FDI more than $100 billion per year in next 4 or 5 years. So I think we have to tap other countries also to attract more FDI. So ultimately if you see, it means that from European countries very less FDI is coming to India. So we have to do something to tap. So only in this, only one European country is there, Netherlands. What about other countries, Spain, Germany, Italy? So we have attracted very less FDI from them. So it means it's a time to attract FDI from those countries also. Okay. So this is what you have to understood. Number one. So this is what about the country from where we are receiving maximum FDI. Now if we see the states which receive maximum FDI, number one is Maharashtra. So you can say 31% of $1 trillion. So this percentage is for last 24 years I am talking about. So whatever FDI we received in last 24%, 31% goes to Maharashtra. Okay, so 31 rupees. Okay, you can understand Shagun ka 1 rupee. Clear? So Maharashtra, clear, 31%. Second is Karnataka. 21% of $1 trillion. So this is what also you have to remember. Clear? Third is Gujarat. 16%, 16%. So you have to remember this also. Clear? Next, Delhi. So in Delhi, it is 13%. And the last is Tamil Nadu. So it is 5%. So this is the data that you have to remember. Now, so you can see that 52% of FDI is coming in these 2 states only. So UPSC can ask you a question in any form, either in the statement form or they'll give you percentage. Clear? So they'll ask you that 50, or you can say more than 50% is coming in 2 states only. Clear? So these 2 states are this thing. So they can frame question in any way. But if you know this data, you can easily answer it. So some data you have to remember for your exam. This is what you have to remember. Okay. So eat almonds. Okay. So that you can increase your retention power and eat good quality of almonds. Clear? Next. So this is with respect to states. So if you sum total it, I think around 86% of FDI is coming in these 5 states only. Okay. So if you want to overcome regional imbalance, so one of the solution is that we have to attract FDI in other states also. Clear? So ultimately this is the thing. So first we have understood that we are getting FDI from these 5 countries only. So out of 195 countries, so 5 countries are giving us more FDI. Clear? So we have to tap other countries also for attracting FDI. Similarly, we have talked about that we are getting FDI only in these 5 states. So it means we have to tap FDI for other states also if you want to overcome regional imbalance. So this you can write in mains. But if you have data and then you write this answer in your mains, you will get good marks. Clear? Next is we'll talk about sectors which receive maximum FDI. Now ultimately the number one sector is your service sector. Now service sector received FDI, that is 16% of you can say $1 trillion. So again I am telling you that I am talking about FDI that we received in last 24 years, that is from April 2000 till September 2024. Clear? So service sector, so we get 16%. Clear? 16% of $1 trillion. Clear? Next is computer software and hardware. So here we get 15%, 1-5. So please update your notes. Clear? Now, apart from this, we get FDI in trading. Now in trading we get FDI that is 7%. 7%. Next we get FDI in telecommunication. So here we get FDI that is 6% of $1 trillion. Clear? And the last is automobile. Automobile industry, or you can say automobile sector. Clear? So here we get 5%. Clear? 5%. So this is the data. Now if you see, although computer software and hardware is also a service, trading is also a service, telecommunication is also a service. As well as whenever I am writing service sector here, it means we are talking about financial service, health sector, education. So ultimately, apart from these sectors, so if you see 16, 15, 7 and 6, clear? So maximum FDI is coming in service sector because these second, third and fourth are also service. Clear? So ultimately, one more thing you will analyze from this data, that very less FDI is coming in your manufacturing sector. So China has attracted FDI in manufacturing. So India need to do the same thing if we want to take the benefit of manufacturing sector in our country. So this is the understanding from, or you can say after analyzing this data. Clear? So again I am telling you, we have talked about the FDI status in India, that is from April 2000 till September 2024. So from this time period, or in this time period, we received FDI worth $1 trillion. So please remember for your exam. Clear? Now the country from where we have maximum FDI, that is Mauritius. Second is Singapore. Third, US. And if you see, Mauritius and Singapore provide us or give us 49% of FDI in last 24 years. Clear? After USA, we have Netherlands and Japan. Clear? So this is what you have to remember. Now, if you see the state which is receiving maximum FDI, so it is your Maharashtra, then Karnataka, then Gujarat, Delhi and Tamil Nadu. So ultimately, for regional or to overcome regional imbalance, so one of the solution is that we have to attract FDI in other states also, like in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha. So this is what we have to understood. Clear? And the sectors which receive maximum FDI is service sector, computer, software and hardware, trading, telecommunication, and the last is automobile industry. So after analyzing this data, we understood that very less FDI is in manufacturing sector. So if we want to boost our manufacturing sector, so we need both domestic investment as well as foreign investment. So we need to attract FDI in manufacturing. So this is about, you can say, this video, and you have to remember this data. Clear? Because in UPSC exam, you need some data to be remembered. I am not saying all data has to be remembered, but some data is must for your exam. Clear? So I hope you understood this thing, and please update in your notes wherever you have covered your FDI topic. So I hope you like this video, and we'll meet soon with a new video. Till then, Jai Hind and have a nice day.